How's it going, everyone? Another Canadian video games channel bringing you another World of Tanks replay. I know it's been a while. It's been 3 years since I've done a World of Tanks video, but this is a good one. This is a good one because, once again, I'm being joined by Rockadude12, my brother, in the Object 268 while I'm driving this, the E50M, the Tier 10 vehicle that I have the best record of wins in. And we're battling here. It's an encounter battle on... I want to call this Sand River, but I can't remember exactly. Is there a button I can press that will tell me? Yes, Sand River. Good. So, let's get started and see how this all goes. So, I decide I want to run across the north, up around the A890 area, and despite having platooned for... I think we were platooned up and playing for an hour or two together. This was a match where the two of us decided to go in opposite directions, and I wish I'd gotten the replay off of him as well, because seeing what he gets up to would have been quite interesting. For my point of view, though, take a bad shot at a TVP T50-51 gets me spotted, or maybe I was already spotted. Doesn't matter. But now they know I'm up here. And I'm in one of the 3 tier 10s. My brother, of course, in another of the other 3 tier 10s. And we're going to take a shot down there at the Object 277. That didn't do any damage, although we did bounce return shot from them. And there'll be a little bit of that. We can see where they hit there, just on the cheek. The cheeks aren't particularly thick, but they're very well angled on this particular tank. I quite enjoy this particular tank. It's very fun. I come up this corner kind of cautiously, and there's an AMX M449 that has taken a shot there and missed. I'm trying to find a good angle to approach there. So let's get into the fixed perspective. Oh, just bounced off somebody there. And he's going to go ahead and bounce a shot there. I'm going to try to shoot for his cupola and miss. And who do I have for backup? I've got WZ-120-1FT, Scorpion G, and a Day Panther 2, although I don't know that they'll be coming this way. But we're going to be focused on this AMX M4 for a little while. It is a Tier 8, so I may be playing a bit cautiously, trying to duke it out like this, but it is a Tier 8 heavy tank, whereas I'm a medium tank. But I'm a very heavily armored medium tank, as you will see here, as we bounce another shot from the AMX M449, bringing us up to 1,090 damage blocked by armor. Make that 1,390 damage blocked by armor. And the fake tank, the WZ-120, is moving up there. We've got an Object 704 coming up beside us. Now that tiered, I think, 120. Oh, that's a Tier 8. Okay, that's a Tier 8 tank destroyer that just got destroyed by the Object 277 off to my right. And we're just going to continue working over the AMX M449 here. They've put one shot in with APCR that did nothing, and we've managed to get in one shot on them, probably into the cupola. The Object 704 has decided it's the time to move, and we're going to support them. Just take a quick shot at the Object 277 there. Unfortunately missed, didn't give it enough time to aim, despite using one of the more accurate vehicles in the game. Now we're coming up here, there's the Object taking a hit from the AMX M4. We come up here, and he doesn't seem overly interested in participating in a duel against the two of us, so he's backing up, but we got a good shot in there. Coming up over the crest of the hill there, get another shot in. Bounce, another shot, or absorbed by the armor, the tracks. We come down here, we think, well, let's not run around that corner, he probably has friends. And so we position ourselves, and yep, there's a Ferdinand. Ferdinand gets some damage done. And a UDES bounces off of our armor. We put some more damage into the Ferdinand there, focusing on the Ferdy, as they have a more dangerous gun than the MXM4. And bounce another shot from the UDES, bounce another shot from the Ferdinand. We've now deflected 2,660 damage. And the UDES gets a shot in there with their standard APCR. That's not gold rounds or anything like that. It would show up as in yellow up here with the battle log, which is a standard feature in World of Tanks now, which I quite appreciate because that is a lot of very good information. At some point here, we're gonna, I believe, get a shot at the UDES, or we're just gonna say, that's enough of that. Let's get down there and mess them up. So we run down here, execute the M4, and get into cover from the UDES. At this point, we see the Rheinmetall, who disappears before we can reload, and the UDES that we eliminate. And that leaves a T-30 and a Batchat 155-55. So very soon here I'm going to go ahead and load high explosive. Any second now. Just load high explosive. There we go, we're loading high explosive. So the high explosive on this tank offers 510 damage for 60 penetration. Which should be enough to take care of a Batchat 155-55. I don't think they've got all that much armor. And over there you can see Rockadude having taken no damage. He had a pretty excellent game as well. He's on 3 kills. I'm on 3 kills. That's a Brothers in Arms, which is really fun for a couple of brothers to get. I love the wordplay there. That's fantastic. And we come up here, checking the valley for artillery, and there it is, trying to drown himself to no avail. And that's the end of the battle. So we end up, the platoon, taking 7 kills of 15, so almost 50% of the kills. And personally, we did 2,697 damage. We bounced 3,350. So that's 150% of our health that we didn't take. And if you stick around, we'll have the post-battle results. Alright, so let's take a look at the post-battle results here. We got second class mastery badge, fighter, I think that's defender, bruiser, and fire for effect. Always good to see those come through. Steel wall and the brothers in arms, which are always good to see. We can see here that we primarily did damage to that M4 and the Ferdinand, with a little bit of damage to the UDES and the Batchat 155 to bring us up to 2697. And here we see how we compare to the team on experience earned. The T10, who I believe was a tier below us, as well as the Super Conqueror, did very well, and the T34. All of these guys were in a different area of the map. They were in a different area of the map. And we can see that Rockadude, my brother, the Object 268, did almost the same amount of damage. Also got 3 kills and earned the Brothers in Arms medal for that. The Ferdinand that we took out ended up being one of the higher scoring tanks on his team with 322 damage, likely due in part to having managed to damage us 2 tiers higher than him. And we'll see that the AMXM 449 that we fought was also in the higher ranks of the enemy team as well. Again, not necessarily because they were a better player, but because the damage they did was to higher tier tanks, primarily. And if we come over here to the detailed report, we can see we fired 13 shots. No, we fired 21 shots, 13 hit, 9 penetrated, so we had 4 bounce, or otherwise not do damage, absorbed by the tracks or some such, for 2,697 damage. 101 of those points done from over 300 meters away. That would be the kill shot on the UDES. That would be the only one done at that sort of a distance. We received 14 hits, only 2 of which penetrated, so we bounced 12 shots. 12 shots from some, well, by the time you're into tier 8, 9, 10, basically all of the guns are potentially dangerous at that point, particularly when you're playing a lighter class vehicle over a heavy tank. Of course, the E50M is kind of like a pocket heavy. It's kind of like a pocket heavy. It's a very fast pocket heavy. So damaged block armor, 3,350. We spotted 4 vehicles, we damaged 4 vehicles, we destroyed 4 vehicles, and we caused 92 points of assistance damage, and drove a total of 2.8 kilometers. Earned 29,695 without a premium account. Spent 6,000. Be honest with you, my brother Rockadude with his 2,500 damage done with no damage taken. He earned money on that game. I didn't, must be said. Although I did receive bonds for something. I think doing that? Is that why I got the bonds? Or was it Steel Wall? It might have been Steel Wall. I don't remember. And walked away with double victory for the double experience for the first victory and a bonus for playing in a platoon. Walked away with almost 2,000 experience, which went all to one of the crew members. And that was about the end of that. So there will be more World of Tanks videos to come. I'm going to try and get back into playing World of Tanks as well as all the other stuff that's going on with the channel. Hopefully that'll all work out. Of course, that will partially depend on my employment situation. But that was Brother in Arms on Sand River in the E50M. Until next time, have a good one.